Faculty. Yes, still continuing my series of horror movie reviews. Gotta speed up a little bit. Gotta review Nightmare on Elm Street. Gotta do my top 10 horror franchises. Of course, I gotta do the Evil Dead trilogy. So, why not do The Faculty? Since I never really talked about this movie on my channel. Is actually this movie. Honestly, this is a pretty darn good movie. It's not a scary movie. It's not really a suspenseful movie at all. But this is just great fun. The Faculty is a film that came out in 1998, and it's directed by Robert Rodriguez, which I was surprised when I first watched the movie. Like, Robert Rodriguez directed this movie, the guy who made the Spy Kids movies, Shark Boy, Lava Girl, and Desperado. So I was very surprised he directed this movie, because this is a very unusual movie he would direct. Because this is sort of like came out the same time that Scream was popular. I Know What You Did Last Summer and Urban Legend came out the same year this movie, 1998. And this movie, like I said, this movie is pretty awesome. But it's not perfect at all, though. Basically, the plot of The Faculty is that aliens invade a high school, they invade the teachers, they invade students, and these 5 teenagers try to figure out who is the alien queen and how to kill off these aliens. And the plot is pretty basic. This movie is, of course, what many people say, just a combination between The Breakfast Club and The Thing, or Invasions of the Body Snatchers, if you could say that too. And like I said, if you combine these two movies, you get a pretty enjoyable, fun, horror comedy movie like The Faculty. Like I said, this movie is just fun. This movie doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be suspenseful. Well, some scenes of this movie were, but this movie is just great fun. Great fun. And the cast. This is a pretty big cast. You got Josh Hartnett. You got Frodo. You got Famke Janssen. You got Jordana Brewster. You got Usher. Usher is in this movie. Usher, one of my favorite R&B singers, is in The Faculty. You also got Jon Stewart. You got the T-1000 for crying out loud. So this movie had a pretty awesome cast. Yeah, for a movie came out days before, but most of these people were popular at the time, like Usher, Josh Hartnett, and Elijah Wood. This was way before Lord of the Rings. And yeah, this movie, pretty enjoyable. I really do enjoy this movie. It's not perfect. The CGI is dated. Watch this movie again with the aliens effects of this movie. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Some of the lines of this movie were kind of cheesy. You know, this movie came out in 1998, so of course I got a lot of self-referencing stuff like the Scream film, like what Elijah Wood said in this movie, you want to blow out the White House Independence Day style. And it got certain references to like Men in Black and certain other movies. And Jordana Brewster basically told Elijah Wood, they said, "Oh, you're the Stephen King kid of the school." Which, that's a pretty bad line, I gotta be honest. I also like the more suspicious, like, are you the alien, or are you the alien thing with the 5 main protagonists in this film, because pretty much, if you really think about it, you won't really tell who's the alien and who's not, unless they snort a heroin in their nose, and then they reveal themselves that they're the alien. And that's a really cool idea in this film. This movie has a lot of cool ideas. And I think when this movie came out and didn't do well at the box office, I believe, which I'm not really surprised, because it kind of sounds silly. I mean, aliens invaded high schools. I mean, come on. I know it was the 90s, but really. But Robert Rodriguez did a pretty good job directing this movie. I know Kevin Williamson wrote the movie too. He wrote the Scream movies, and I believe he wrote I Know You Did Last Summer. And I really do, my favorite character in this movie was actually Zeke. He was a very cool character. I love Josh Hartnett as Zeke. Very cool, very a BA character. He was sort of like he was really the rebel in this movie. He basically he was too cool for school. He was too cool for school. And I love how he was almost kind of a genius in this movie too, because in his house, he got like almost like this laboratory with all of these experiments and all the other stuff in his house, which I'm like, man, this guy is smart. This guy is very smart. I did really felt sympathetic for Casey in this film, who of course is the nerd in this movie who gets picked on by everybody, especially the girl that he likes, Delilah, played by Jordana Brewster. And he's pretty much the underdog in this movie. He ends up saving ends up saving everybody from the aliens, and ends up getting Delilah at the end. And I actually love those type of films where the nerd actually gets the girl of his dreams, which I always go for the underdogs. I always go for the nerd because I am a nerd myself. Now, I will admit, the reveal of the Queen Alien was very predictable. I saw that coming from a mile away. It is actually Mary Beth, also known as the new girl in this movie. Like, soon as they first showed her in this movie, I'm like, she gotta be the Queen Alien. It's so obvious. And then, of course, she is. And it wasn't really a big surprise. Like, you could tell coming from a mile away as soon as you see her. She's the Queen Alien. And this whole motivation was very stupid to me. Actually, I don't remember what the motivation was for her. It was very silly and stupid. But other than that, this movie is fun. I enjoy watching The Faculty. And this is one of my favorite horror comedies, if you could call this a horror comedy. Actually, this is a sci-fi horror comedy, since it had a lot of alien elements in this movie. And that's pretty much all I have to say about The Faculty. This is just good fun. It doesn't really hold up very well when it comes to the effects. And yeah. I'm gonna get The Faculty a B-. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think of The Faculty in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, if you are new to my channel and you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.